Saturday morning, and you're in the right place at the right time for Season 2 of the Multicoloured Talk Show with Steve Gerald and Eddie Hastings.
Well, goodness me, very good morning. Welcome to the Multicoloured Talk Show, Season 2 with me, Eddie Hastings.
And Steve Gerald.
Look at Steve.
Oh, God, Eddie.
What have you come as?
Do you want to come out?
What have you
Put
come
my
as?
glasses on, you don't come out. I didn't know. I was either going to be Matthew Webb. You know Matthew Webb or
Webb.
Tom Daly.
Oh, Matthew Webb. I know who Matthew Webb was.
No, you're thinking of Cliff Richard.
No, that's Harry Webb. Matthew Webb, wasn't he the first guy that ever swam the English Channel?
I told them that.
No, you didn't.
Of course I did. Nobody would know that, Eddie.
Oh.
I told them that.
Listen, I'm more intelligent than you give me
Yeah,
credit for.
that'll be right. If you're wondering why I've got a squeaky voice,
Oh,
you can't see.
Oh.
You can't see.
well, lift your leg. Go.
I can't lift my leg. I can't.
Oh, you're pushing down on
Yeah,
the chair.
that's why. This is a bit tight downstairs.
Oh, my
Did
goodness.
you see that?
Yeah, I just saw it. Oh, well, did I see it?
So, after I put my suit on,
Nothing
I
to
was
see.
coming as Matthew Webb.
Yeah.
And then I realised I put my suit on and I seen downstairs and I thought, no, I'm going as Tom Daly.
Oh,
My friend met Tom Daly. Do you know that?
Your friend met Tom Daly?
Yeah. Michelle.
We'll
Michelle
talk-
from... Eh?
We'll talk about that in a
All
bit.
right.
We will. No, I know. It's because things are in a certain order and you've not sent me the photos yet, basically.
Oh, yeah.
So, yes, I mean, if you don't send them, I can't put them up. Right, firstly, very good morning, guys. It is a brand new season
Right,
for
new
us.
season 2.
Season 2, that's 4.
I know, just do that, don't you?
Yeah, but that's 4. Are you cold or something?
Freezing. In the UK. UK's freezing.
UK
Snowing.
snow everywhere.
Everything. The whole world's freezing.
This is going to make the people in the UK feel
Feel at
fantastic. It is, really is. So first of all, I've got to say good morning to all of our new viewers
Yes.
on XPTV1.
Are we on TV?
We're on TV.
I finally made it.
You've made it. You're a
56
star.
years of age and I finally made television.
So very good morning to all our viewers on
done it.
XPTV1. It's great. It's really good.
XPTV1.
Yes, you can find it online. It's great. It's television.
We're in the money. We're in the money. Are we in the money?
No, we're not.
Oh, no.
Yeah, sorry. It's great. You can find them online at xptv1.com. And of course, as always, we're everywhere. If you look up there, see that? XP,
Oh, yeah.
XPTV1.
That's it, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
right here.
And there's their address there, XPTV1.
www.xptv1.com.
Yes, not off and all
Yep.
that sort of stuff. Right, are you cold?
Take me to the beach.
Send me your photos.
Oh,
Send
yeah.
me your
Love
photos.
that.
We have photos.
I'm going to take. Can I take my goggles off? Because I can't see a thing. You need your goggles on, don't you?
Are they prescription goggles?
They could. What do people do if they wear glasses? They go swimming.
I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, I think
I want to ask.
You can get
I tell you
prescription
what.
goggles.
I tell you what. Yeah, bringing that up, we should phone Gavin, your friend Gavin,
Yeah, we'll give him a call later.
because I'm dying to know. Then, do blind people swim?
Well, yes, of course they do.
How can they see where they're going?
Oh, mate, we'll talk about this.
I can't get my glasses on under my cap.
Well, put them on.
All right. What am I doing? What am I doing?
He's sending me photos.
Oh, yeah.
You've got some photos,
Of who?
apparently. Well, I don't know. You said you got a couple.
Oh yeah,
of-
Michelle's nephew, Michelle from Delmar's nephew.
And you said you got a couple. of-
Adam was dating,
Yeah, but
not
what's-
Matthew Webb.
You got the photo. Stop. You
Yeah.
got the photos of that swimming competition as well.
Oh, we're swimming. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
right.
send them.
Oh,
Send
Jesus.
them to me. Send
Right.
them. Once I've got them, we can work on that.
We can work it out.
Cold in there.
It is. He's freezing.
I'm
Sound
freezing.
engineer's just turned up, which is great. Oh no, it's not. It's PR. Is everything working well online, darling?
Fantastic.
Brilliant. Look at this cup of tea.
The PR woman just turned up in a dressing gown.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Unbelievable. What time is it? It's like 11 in the morning. And
Oh my God, that's hot.
And they've still. I'll bring me on anyway. I've got me on.
Oh, I think I've just burnt me mouth.
Good.
First thing, season 2, which is great. No,
You're the one. You know the thing about swimming.
what?
It's horrendous. You don't know what goes into it. You've got to get yourself waxed.
Sorry?
Waxed.
No way.
I told you the story.
No way.
Yeah. No, there's no hair on your body. Obviously, I've not been doing this for long. I haven't been doing it for ages.
Yeah.
As you can tell, the suit's a bit small for me now because I put my weight on.
Yes.
But years ago, I used to be like women get Brazilianed.
Get what?
Brazilian.
Brazilian.
Yeah.
Oh, they get a Brazilian.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Right.
But men don't do that.
No.
No, we shave, and then the private parts you get this thing called Veet.
Are you...
This is true. I want to tell this story.
This is family viewing.
It doesn't matter. Women know what I'm talking about. Veet, doesn't it? It's called Veet.
You tell
Holly,
the
do you know what
story.
Veet is? Yeah, there you are. Holly uses it. So it's to make you smooth, so you're swimming through the water, gliding like a rocket. So Eddie, I was going on holiday to South Africa.
I am listening. I know it sounds like I'm bored.
I remember this morning. It brought back nightmares. I was going to holiday to South Africa, and the other half goes on and on about the hairs up my nose. Have you seen them? I've got hairs up my nose.
Oh,
So it says, use that bloody Veet stuff. Put some Veet up your nose.
you put feet up your nose.
I put the Veet up my nose. I arrived at Amsterdam airport. I looked like some druggie. My nose was burnt. I was completely burnt. They says, have you got any drugs or firearms? They said, I think you've used half your drugs. The looks of it. My nose is burnt.
Oh,
And I went to South Africa with a burnt nose.
Oh, you mental case. Have we sent me those photos?
Yeah.
Let's have a look, shall we?
Ah.
So what am I looking at here?
That's me. In 1992, that's the swim from Playa de Arena right round to Playa Chica.
Really?
Yeah, they do it on the first Saturday of July.
So
Still hundreds of people, hundreds.
So which one's you?
The one there put a circle around it.
Let me see. Which one is you? That one.
That's me.
That's you there.
Right, that's me there. And yeah, have you never seen it?
Well, I've not seen you swimming like that.
Oh, come on.
Isn't that a different costume?
Yeah, I've got different
Yeah,
costumes.
but that's not a regulation channel costume.
That's not the bloody channel. It's not the English channel I'm swimming on. That's the sea down the road. That's Playa de Arena going to Puerto Santiago.
Oh, brilliant.
47 minutes.
So there you go.
The English channel, you've got to wear short sleeves
Oh.
and short legs. I can show my legs again.
So,
My short legs
put them away for
to do
goodness
the
sake.
English channel.
Right. So, and you mentioned your friend who's a friend of a friend, and
Michelle.
Michelle. Go on, tell us all about this.
I've not been talking to you for nearly 2 weeks. I've got so much to talk about.
I know.
Michelle, you know Michelle, the Scouser. And I have said that I won't mention Scousers. I do apologise from season 1. Scouser, what are you doing?
I'm trying to sort things out.
Right,
You continue.
Michelle's nephew is Adam.
Yeah.
Lovely Adam, right? And Adam was dating Tom Daly
No way.
before he married. No,
Adam.
Adam got married, Tom Daly married. You know
Yeah.
Tom Daly's got a son?
Tom Daly's got a son.
Yeah. He married a bloke and got a son.
Yeah, but that's.
Why is it with these celebrities? That's like Elton John, all these celebrities, doesn't he?
Shall we have a
There's
look?
nothing wrong with it.
Shall we have a look and see if we can find the
But
proof?
yeah.
Let's have a look for the proof.
There's Adam.
There you go.
That's our Adam,
Yeah.
right? From Liverpool,
Yeah.
dating Tom Daly.
Now, oh, well, was he dating him? That's the question.
Well,
Well, we don't know, do
we
we?
don't. Well, I'm just saying he is, isn't he?
Yeah, say no more. So, there you go.
Now,
Tom
caused a bit
Daly.
of a problem in the house today, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Aren't you cold?
Yeah.
Would you like?
Do you think I'm looking good?
Well, do you know, looking good is a matter of subjective opinion. And
All surfers look good.
shall we take you back to the beach?
Take me to go on.
Just like this.
That's where we leave from. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Right here. We
Yeah.
leave from this beach here and we swim all the way around to Playa Chica.
Oh, fantastic.
That's where the midget was living. Remember season 1
Have you noticed
when we
something?
bumped into the
Have you
midget?
noticed something this week? I've made it. I have to tell you guys, things rarely go right on our show, do they? We
No,
have
season
so many
1 was a
mistakes.
disaster every week.
And I thought I'd done everything, but I don't seem to have the chat. The chat doesn't seem to want to work for me.
It's all right.
Yeah, I know. It's great.
So
it's
nobody can
amazing.
talk to me.
Well, not at the moment.
Oh, that's sad.
Well, I'll sort it.
Brenda from Wales, she'd be wanting to talk to us, but everybody wants to talk to us.
I know.
Can you give us a call? What's your telephone number?
Yeah, well, I'll find it. I will. I'll work it out. Oh, breaking news.
We can work it out.
Yeah, you can.
You've got your phone now. I might be able to sort that out.
Well, I can't with my phone.
Oh, it's kicking off. I knew this. I said to myself, it wouldn't be the same. Season 2 wouldn't be the same.
Well, season two, isn't it?
Well,
There's a
live
lot
on
of things.
TV, a big break.
A lot of things that we want to talk about. First of all, Stevie, I'm sorry.
What?
I
hate this.
I have an apology to make.
I absolutely hate this.
Well, as you know, we have a bar, 60s bar.
Yeah.
He has a restaurant.
Yeah, so called.
Chicken
Yeah.
And we walked past the other day, and Stevie says, "Here, do you want this? I'm never going to use it." And it was
Triple Seco.
triple secco.
Yeah, I gave you
It
the
was.
bottle of Triple Seco. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So I took it, and then we had to go to the Chinese shop, right?
Yeah.
So you know you've got a hoodie, and they've got a pocket that goes all the way through.
Yeah.
I thought, I know, I'll put it in there. Keep
No
it
way. I
safe.
know it's going to cover. No
Keep
way.
it safe. So I got less than 50 yards.
No way.
50 yards from your restaurant, bent down to put some hand sanitizer on, and the bottle decided to slide right out.
Did it smash?
Completely. All up. There's me and this poor Chinese guy with a mop, moving everything.
Oh,
Mopping
no.
up triple sec. Now, I don't know if you know, triple sec is one of the...
Cointreau, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of the stickiest,
Orange.
stickiest substances in the world. And I just imagine people walking into the shop and stopping and just walking out of their shoes. And I bet that is like covered in stuck shoes now. So Steve,
So I gave you a nice liqueur, a bottle of liqueur
and I
for your
smashed it.
Christmas, and you smashed it
I smashed
in the
it.
chinkies.
You can't say that. Chinese.
Oh, you know what? No.
See, it's season 2, and we've talked about this. You're not to upset anyone in season 2.
So
I mean, you've
the
upset
Chinese.
you upset loads of people already just by turning up dressed.
I'm
like
struggling to breathe in this.
Are you really?
Yeah. Have we got the chat up yet? No.
Right, actually, XPTV are talking to me at the moment.
Right.
How cool is that? Good morning to Mr. Ian Anderson. He's the owner and controller of XPTV. We might have him as a phone guest soon because he is a very, very interesting man. But we'll talk about that.
We only
later.
know interesting people.
Of course we do.
I'm still worried about my
Of course
feet.
we do. I wouldn't worry about
Yeah,
your feet.
No, not my feet, my feet.
I'd worry about your
Because I used it on my ass
feet.
once as well.
Oh, stop! What's the matter with you? We're gonna-
People do though.
Yeah, but we're on proper telly now.
All right, nice.
Family show. Family
it?
show. You'll have to keep him down. It's terrible.
There's all
isn't
these
it?
bleeping going on. I
Yeah.
just want my message. I want to see who's talking to me today.
Yeah, I
Because
could.
people have been waiting weeks and weeks to see what I'm coming as.
Well, look.
I'm
look,
Tom Daly, everybody.
Tom Daly.
An older version.
Tom Daly. Right, a couple of things.
Do you know when
want
you
to-
swim the channel,
Yeah.
English channel?
Yeah.
You would think you'd go straight, wouldn't you?
I would think so.
No, you don't.
Where do you go?
I studied this many years ago. It's one of the things that I remember because I was going to swim the channel and that block beat me to it.
You mean Webb?
No, that was 1875. Who's the man that does Britain's Got Talent? David Williams.
David Williams. Didn't he swim the
English Channel.
Yeah.
He swam the channel. So there's no point me doing it.
Have you sorted it all?
Oh, hang on. PR's back in. Ollie, could you show everybody your dressing gown? No, come on.
No.
Ollie. Ollie's in a dressing gown. Her boobs are out, dressing gown's on, and I've got to work in this situation. This is when you really need to be a member of Equity.
Equity. Equitable. There's some comments there for you. Let's say hello. We've got them on the phone. This is great. Colin Eddy, hi there. How you doing? Oh my God.
Is the Alki on?
Annette Lawson's on. Good morning. Brenda Lancaster.
She's been waiting. She's
Yeah,
thanks, Brenda.
Louise Lemon. Oh, it's
Oh.
Calvin's wife. Brilliant. My sister's watching. Morning, Les. How you doing?
Your sister?
And yeah, I've got a sister.
Never met her.
Oh no, she's brilliant, mate. All my family's
I
brilliant.
met Holly's family.
What can I
They
say?
were lovely.
What can I say? Right, you wanted to talk about a couple of things this morning. You said to me you came in ranting like a madman.
Because I am.
Going about importation. Importation.
Mm.
You came in going, importation. Eddie,
Importation.
Importation.
Because people who know me know that I've got my suppliers, my regular suppliers from the UK who bring me tea bags, square sausages, my potato scones, my pies, my Tunnock's caramel logs, I get list after list after list of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I found out at the weekend, because of Brexit, bloody Brexit, you're not allowed to bring food in to spend. British people.
No, it works the other way around as well. That people have been getting stopped in lorries and they've been taking ham sandwiches off them because you can't import meat and whatever. And people have been sat there in the car eating a ham sandwich. And they,
Where? In England?
Yeah. Honestly, it's just mental. I tell you, unbelievably
It
mental.
happened to be once, Eddie. Can I tell you the story? It happened to be once. I was flying to Cuba. I've never been to Cuba. You can't buy bugger all in Cuba, right? The shops are empty. So I would take extra suitcase. And on this suitcase, I had loads of Serrano ham.
Yeah.
Love Serrano ham.
I like that.
So it was a last minute package. From Mercadona, so I got loads, about 12 packets of Serrano ham. So I put them on the top of the suitcase, shut the suitcase, bomb, flew off to Havana. And in Havana, they've got sniffer dogs and x-rays, and if they pick anything up, they put a big X on your suitcase. So here's my 3 suitcases coming through, all bloody big X's on them. And he says, oh. I said, what? The kid didn't speak Spanish. I said, what? What? He said, carne. I said, what carne? What are you going on about? Open the suitcase, all the Serrano ham, 12 packets on the top. He said, not allowed. I said, listen, come on, let's make a deal. You take 6 and I'll take 6. He says, okay. If you look more in the other suitcases, I had loads of stuff. Loads. Anyway, so I gave him a Serrano ham. So that's what's going to happen here, isn't it? They're going to have the sniffer dogs out.
Yeah, but haven't you seen these border patrol programs? They've got everything. They just find everything.
They do that. That's a lot of Asian people, isn't it, coming into England or bringing all sorts.
Yeah, I don't know.
All sorts of plants and dried fish.
But things have so much, over the last year, things worldwide have changed so dramatically.
Yeah, I don't care worldwide. I care about my square sausages.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scottish people have square sausages, and
Yes,
I'm
I know.
my supplier. I've got a sausage supplier, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but you know these square sausages?
Square.
I don't know whether you still can, but you used to be able to get those in Iceland.
Oh, don't even go there.
Because,
Sassenach, you know nothing about sausages. There's more
Did
sawdust. There's more sawdust in those sausages from Iceland. Can I slag Iceland off?
Yeah, well,
I have.
You have.
They're going to put the
so-
prices up anyway. I'm telling you now. I told you first because the importation tax is going to hit the roof. And all your English products are going to start getting expensive. And people like me who's lived here 37 years, I don't give a monkey's hooter. I'll go back to the old days, eating Spanish bacon,
I'll tell you what I
Spanish
do.
sausages.
I'll tell you what I love. I love tapas. I love to go for a bit of tapas, man. And I like
Tapas are not Canarian.
Well, they're
Tapas are Spanish.
They're Spanish.
You know why they're called tapas?
Yeah, the lids.
Lids.
And originally, what happened was the lids were there to stop flies getting to the beer, right? And then some kind innkeeper started putting little bits of food on them, and that's why they're called tapas. Because
History
it's
lesson number 1 from Eddie.
Say
Eddie
no.
hates to say it about.
Do you know something? He thinks I'm thick. He thinks I know nothing.
You're from
I know-
Birmingham. I've never met somebody from Birmingham.
See, you're off again, upsetting people. You're upsetting the man who's sitting right next to you, sat there, looking like
Somebody
Tom
said that.
Dowling.
Somebody said that to me. Do you know that?
What?
They didn't know we were actually in the same room together because of COVID. They thought we were zooming. Look! You see it like a touch up. Look!
I know.
We're in the same room, same studio. We're not. We're in the same bubble. Me and Eddie Hastings. We're in a bubble. And Holly's in my bubble. What's wrong?
Oh, if somebody sends jokes online, I love it, right?
I don't.
Funnily, Brenda's just said she bought a Christmas cake over one year, and it was okay, but they took the cheese and chutney off in Cardiff. So the Christmas cake was fine. Cheese and chutney, couldn't have it. Glenn says he went to an Eskimo restaurant yesterday and asked the waiter what the specials were. He said, we've got whale meat or whale meat again. It's the Vera Lynn special, which is great. Leanne Bellamy says that Brenda, her mum, used to smuggle the turkey in, which is great. It's great. Keep the coming, guys.
I love that. I had one the other night. The wife shouted to the husband. The husband was sitting on the sofa having a nice glass of Beaujolais, and the wife shouted, "Do you want some dinner?" And he shouts back, "What's the choices?" And she says, "Yes or bloody no." Oh, Holly's been dressed up. Holly's dressed. Just going shopping.
Yeah.
Lastminute.com. Don't mention shopping to Holly. That's a very sore subject.
Why?
Because Holly went on the internet. Do you know this? She went on the internet. She was looking for shoes.
It's my wife. I should know it.
Yeah. I think I spend more time with Holly than you do. But Holly was on the internet.
At least I know she's safe.
She's on the internet.
Yeah.
And looking to buy some new pair of shoes. She finds a Spanish website. And she orders the shoes. You know what they said to her? We don't deliver to the Canaries.
I know. But you know something? That is really
That drives me
weird.
nuts.
No, it's weird because I used to buy a load of rubbish off Wish. You know the
Oh,
company
wishes. Oh, God, no. You have to stop yourself. I took it off my phone.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, since lockdown, nothing has arrived. Nothing at all. Now, they will put an advert on saying,
Oh,
we delivered to Tenerife during the lockdown. Nothing has arrived.
Can I say something?
But I will say one thing in
Yeah.
their favour. I've been refunded for everything I've purchased.
can I say
Go
something?
on then.
You remember in season 2,
Yeah.
show number 7,
Oh, you've got them itemised, have you?
I arrived down dressed as the ringmaster,
Yes, Norman.
Norman Greenbaum.
No, that was Spirit in the Sky, that was.
Oh, yeah. Norman, whatever his name was.
He'll come to me.
Who, Norman? I think he's dead now, isn't he?
No, I don't mean he'll come to me. I said his name will
All right.
come to me.
No, I was dressed anyway. So I went to the post office, remember? And
Yeah.
it was closed
Right.
on October the 18th, wherever it was. Remember the big box?
Yeah.
I was posting it to Brazil.
Yes, I remember.
You still not got it.
They still not got it.
Well, it's in. I got because I track it.
Yeah.
So it arrived in Brazil, in Rio.
Yeah.
It's going from Rio now to a place in the mountains called Petropolis.
Isn't that Superman's town?
No, Petropolis is where the kings are buried. The 2 kings of
Oh, so
Brazil.
that's Metropolis.
Is it Petropolis?
Yes.
Petropolis.
Yeah, I get
It's the imperial town. If you've got any money, that's where you live.
Right.
And I'm sending it there to this box of clothes. I've said it's for charity, and then they're going to give them out. Anyway, it's in Brazil. Anyway, that's from October the 18th. That's a long time, isn't it?
That's a long time, that is. Right now, I'm trying to press buttons here. I'm not very good at pressing buttons.
But no, because we took a week off last week, and
We did.
aren't we? He's
That's
got
all right.
buttons, he's got phones, he's got everything all over the shop. I'm struggling to breathe. My hat. Can I take my hat off? No, leave it
Yeah.
on.
Well, are you going to be Duncan Goodyear? Because that is that tight, you're just going to rip your hair out.
He was a swimmer, wasn't he?
Yeah.
What happened to Duncan?
Andy Wood says social distancing has been particularly stressful for the Flat Earth Society. They're a bit concerned that it's going to push someone over the edge.
Yeah. I'll be friends with members of the Flat Earth Society.
I think that's great. Right now, I'm going to press buttons. Buttons very rarely work for us, but we're going to give it a go. Anyway, we're going to get
Who's calling?
We're calling Gavin, our
Oh,
friend
right.
Gavin.
Oh, yeah,
You
well,
said
that's
we
good,
should.
doesn't it?
Yeah. So,
Good morning.
Good morning, Gavin. Is that you, sir?
I think it might be, yes. We'll
Well, that's
check.
jolly good.
Because we've got to check, Gavin, because the last time we phoned the wrong number.
Oh, yeah. We phoned everyone. So, good morning, sir. How are you? This is our friend
Gavin, who was on programme number 4.
Something like that. We're just
season 1.
catching back up with Gavin. Because Gavin is a very, very interesting person. Did you know that? You may not know this, but we're gonna
You
tell
told me this.
No, well, we're gonna tell you lots
Oh.
of things now, right? Firstly, Gav, you
You what?
somebody's listening to us in a different room. This is incredible. You run
Oh,
a
dear.
radio program, don't you, Gav?
Yeah, I have a rock show every Thursday night, 9 p.m. UK time on ARFM.
it doesn't matter whether you like rock music or not, Steve. He
If
doesn't.
Gavin likes rock music, let the guy like rock music.
Like,
Love
say no more.
One of the best genres on the planet.
It is your turn for a very quick plug. Plug the radio.
My turn to plug me. Well, yeah, as I said, the Power Dimension Rock Show goes out every Thursday night, 9 p.m. UK on arfm.co.uk. And just as an aside, we actually won an award this year. We were Classic Rock Radio 2020, beating lots of the big stations to that trophy this year, which is fantastic.
Well done.
Fantastic. And if people want to listen to you, how do they access the station?
Oh, everywhere and anywhere. Basically, tune in, ask one of your streaming devices. I can't say the name because they'll go off all over the house, but just ask it for ARFM
Alexa,
and away it
isn't
goes.
I've seen that. Alexa,
Right. Yeah.
Steve Gerald. Do we have them here?
No, we don't. Fortunately.
I've never seen one,
Tell-
Gavin. I'm dying to. I've heard about them. I've seen them on TV in the adverts, and I've never
Yeah.
had one.
Right,
Brilliant. But they're good machines, good fun.
Great.
Thank you. I'm going to get one.
Now, Gavin, for all our viewers, we're gonna, the people who have not watched us before, we're going to tell them your situation. Now, you are a blind person, right? Now, this
Yep.
is where things come interesting.
I wanted to ask a question.
Yes,
Didn't I?
you can ask your question in a moment.
All right.
But I know you just can't hold a good man down, mate. I tell you. But also,
You best not with Stevie.
Not only is Gavin blind, but his wife is also blind, which is great. And they both have a guide dog.
Oh, I love blind dogs.
No, you don't like blind dogs. You like guide dogs.
No, they're not much used to us at all, blind dogs, to be honest.
Oh yeah, you know, dogs. Dogs. Yeah, you know what I mean. Not blind. The dogs are not blind, are they? No.
So anyway,
Well, we hope not, no.
here's my question, and it is a really, really stupid question. Have you ever put the harness on the wrong dog by mistake?
No,
Oh.
unfortunately. I wish I could say we had, but I mean, sometimes, certainly Mel's latest, our new dog, Elsa, who's the newest addition to the family, she's actually been with us about a year now, but she is sort of quite a high intensity dog because of her breed, and she sometimes comes across and tries to sort of put her head where Utah's harness is, but we've never actually put the wrong harness on it. But you know, they do sort of sometimes jostle each other because they both want to go out and work, obviously.
Yeah. Are they Labradors?
Mine's a Labrador Retriever, and Elsa is a Retriever Shepherd.
Oh, lovely.
So they're both crosses.
Right.
Nice.
Now, here's what I want to ask you, Gav. A guide dog only has a certain amount of working years. And I would imagine that you get attached to your dogs. What happens to a guide dog when it finishes its working life and retires?
Well, as far as I know, and you can look all this up just to verify, you know, to get, so don't quote me exactly, but the the average age roughly, they start to look at retiring them around about the age of 9, and after that you have choices basically as an owner. You can keep the dog if you have the room and the you know the right environment for it, so you can keep it as a pet dog. You can choose family members or friends who obviously want, because lots of people want ex-guide dogs, so you can choose where it is homed. Or the guide dogs do have an immense amount of people on a huge waiting list that want ex-guide dogs, so you can
That's nice.
obviously sort of hand the dog back, as it were, to guide dogs who will find a new home for it. And there's loads of people who want them because obviously they're so highly and well trained.
Yeah,
But that list is immense, you know,
So basically, then there's a great backup
and it's closed
system.
at the moment as well.
Yeah, so there's a great backup system for when a dog goes into retirement.
Yeah, basically, because they've usually worked somewhere around 7 possibly 8 years, and that's a lot of hard work for that dog, and it deserves a good retirement. They get the best treatment all the way through their lives, so they get the best retirement as well that they can get.
Police dogs as well, Gavin. Exactly the same situation.
Yeah,
I had a friend of mine was in the police. It was a police dog. He kept his though, but they have doing exactly the same. They go to homes or whatever.
So you had a question?
Yeah.
For Gavin.
Yes, because Gavin, today I'm dressed up as Tom Daly.
Yes, I've been watching with much hilarity, Tom.
Yes, I've got my swimsuit on, my goggles, and my cap, and I'm ready to go. And then I thought to myself, do you go swimming?
I haven't done for years, but I mean, as a kid, we were taught to swim. You had to be, good swimmer.
Yeah.
In my first school, and then onto the second school, we're all taught to swim, if you could anyway. Used to love swimming, but I haven't done it for a long, long time, to be honest.
Well, when you come over to Tenerife, Gavin, I'm going to take you swimming. How's that?
Okay. In the warm sea near all that. Yeah, go and find some dolphins.
Rope on you, so you don't swim too far out.
Oh, that's good. So like a tether.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because if I'm training in the swimming pool when I was younger, I used to bang my head on the side of the pool. You know when you're swimming towards the wall and then you turn round.
Yeah.
I used to bang my head.
Yeah, but I think that's more of a mental deficiency in your case.
You see, they had an improvised tool for want of a better word when we were young. I mean, they probably still do it now. I don't know for certain, but if you were in competitions, especially, I found this out only by getting to the end of a pool and having this happen. Which was, as you get near the end, they had volunteers at the end with like a stick with a small soft ball on the end of it. So when you got near, they sort of give you a bonk on the head to slow you down.
That's what I need then. You do that for me, Eddie.
Yeah,
I'll get you a stick with a ball in the end. Just tap me.
I'll
to turn around.
They just give you a little tap on the head just to let you know you're within like 1 or 2 strokes of the wall, so you don't smash into it. It was a good idea.
One of our viewers, Leanne Bellaby, she says her friend takes them on, and also her nana was blind, and they sponsor one, and she's called Coco. And her mum's getting a new one called William soon.
That's nice, isn't it? I think we should encourage people to do that, shouldn't we?
I think we
Rather than go and buying a dog, go and get one of these.
Do you know, the thing is, there's so many... you go to the dog zone, there's so many sad cases. But, I genuinely think it's all down to the responsibility.
There's a massive thing. We don't have it over here, Gavin. I've seen on the news recently in the last year in the UK a lot of dog snatching. You don't come across that, do you? As with blind dogs, do you?
It has happened. Yeah, there was a case. I think it's about 2 years ago where a dog was. I don't know whether it was lost and then stolen or stolen outright, but it did happen up in Scotland a couple of years ago, and it has happened, and it's because obviously, you've got their great dogs, great bred and stuff like that. Obviously, all the dogs are chipped now, so it's much harder kind of thing.
Because you look at it, Gav, it's not cheap to train these dogs. I mean, that's quite expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, off the top of my, let me just ask the font of all knowledge. What is it again to train a guide dog? I think it's about sort of £55,000 through the £57,000 is the average sort of cost to train the guide dog through its life.
Yeah, right, Gavin. Got to tell you, it is, from what we can gather, freezing in the UK.
It was actually. It's going up today. We're currently at a balmy 4 degrees here in Nottingham.
4 degrees. Well, I'm sat next.
Yes, beautiful.
I'm sat next to a cross-channel swimmer in front of a picture of the sea with the sun beating down, and you're telling me 4 degrees. It's
4 degrees. Yeah.
Now, here's my question. I'm not going to bore people with the fact that you're blind and you have to get around in the snow. What I want to ask you is, have you noticed any difference with the lockdown situation now the weather's worse? Because in the summer they all go out down the beaches and everything. What's the difference now that the weather's turned a bit inclement? Has it made a huge difference to the way the lockdown's working?
Sort of. I mean, the one thing I'll say about this lockdown is that it's been a lot harder because of the weather. So, you can't go out as often, which was much nicer in the summer. But I think the one thing myself and Mel has noticed in this lockdown is it's a car lockdown. If you've got a car, absolutely fine. You can go anywhere and when and where you want all the time. The roads seem just as busy as ever. On the pavements, however, it's made a difference. It definitely has. There seems to be hardened walkers, for want of a better word, kind of thing. So you've got people who've got dogs on the paths. A lot of the time, you've got the runners and sort of speed walkers. And otherwise, it has made a difference on the paths. That it does seem clearer with the bad weather and obviously the lockdown. But if you have a car, it seems as though everybody's just, oh, well, we'll go out in the car, we'll go where we want, when we want. So the roads are as busy as ever, as far as I can tell.
In the UK, when you say it's a lockdown, there's not really a lockdown. My brother sells cars, Philip Schofield, and he's working. He says that's essential. In Scotland, selling cars is essential.
Mm-hmm.
How could this be a lockdown? See, when Spain and other countries have a lockdown, you're only allowed out in your car to go to a supermarket, the closest supermarket, and come home again.
And that's it.
Well, certainly this is a third lockdown, and it doesn't feel like a lockdown. It does sort of, mentally when you know if you're sticking to the rules as closely as you can, like we are because of being blind. So it's much harder at social distance, but we do our best to minimise our contact with anybody, everybody. But when we are out, it really doesn't feel like a lockdown at all. Not like the first one.
This is an interesting point for me. I mean, when people see you and Mel and the dogs out, it's obvious that you're blind people. And you guys are saying to me it's harder to socially distance. But surely, in that situation, the onus is on anyone approaching you to socially distance themselves from you.
You'd hope so, yes. I mean, and most people do, certainly the last 3 or 4 weeks, I'd say, people have been giving us a wide berth. They will step out off the pavement even to get round us and stuff. And they say things, they say hello and stuff, or let you know they're there. And people have done very well around here. But then again, inside supermarkets, and I've been in them rarely because I've cut down on having to go there if I can. But in the supermarkets, it certainly doesn't seem the case. Even though I've had help around the supermarket from staff, they've been superb. But people haven't helped them by trying to keep away. It's in the supermarket. It often seems still that people are willing to, push and shove for the food they want.
They've announced, Gav, haven't they, this week in the UK? I think all majority big supermarkets now, you've got to wear your mask to get in.
Good.
Yeah. So they should. I mean, I've been wearing mine since last year. I mean, I had COVID last year in April myself, and since then I've worn a mask, everywhere and anywhere I've gone outside my house, apart from if I've just been walking the dogs kind of thing. So if I've had to go inside anywhere, I've worn them. So I think it's about time the supermarkets did take a bit of control and make people wear them, because it's the only way we're going to get through it.
Better late than never, isn't it? But the things happening in the UK are different from what's happening in the other parts of Europe. Yesterday Boris has closed all the corridors to the UK. Bit late, but he's done it.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that does seem the sort of standard government policy here in the UK. We'll do it eventually, but when we get round to it. But I mean, at least they have done it. So yeah, better late than never.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. A couple of messages came through which are interesting. Dee says that she's not got guide dogs, but we were talking about dogs and homes and everything. She says she got Marley from an adoption centre and she took one of her dogs off the street. Well, do you know, if there were more responsible people like that around, it would be a lot better for everyone. Going back to the weather, Brenda Lancaster, who's our stalker.
From Wales.
From Wales, 7 degrees, 1 degree with snow on the ground in Huntston. And Sarah Hobson says she's not looking forward to going back to the UK this morning. Hope to see you both very soon.
Dear.
Also, Mark Lawton, I don't know whether you agree with this, Gav. Mark Lawton says lockdown only applies to places where there's no credit card machine. Health versus wealth. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I can understand that. It certainly seems that way, and that's how the government have, I think, want it to work. I think a lot of the time, because Tories love their money.
They certainly do. But that's a little bit controversial.
I'm a Scottish Tory, Gavin.
Yes.
Never mind, Stevie. You'll get over it eventually.
I know. I'll go back in the closet.
I've got one more question.
One more for Gavin before we go. Yeah.
Before you go, I know you're desperate.
Yeah.
to get over here to come and meet Stevie
And go swimming.
have some chicken and go swimming. And we just briefly
Yeah.
touched on the fact that the air corridors are closed. I just want your opinion more than a question. It's okay closing the air corridors, right? But if the UK is in lockdown, surely you can't arrive or leave anyway. Opinion?
Well, this is it, isn't it? It's we had a first lockdown, which was a lockdown. Since then, the lockdowns we've had have been, for want of a better way, but we've been playing at it basically, and it's no wonder that it's no wonder that the numbers have skyrocketed. I think at the same time, I think some of the actual industries that are getting the blame for those skyrocketing figures are wrong. They're being wrongly accused, like pubs and so on. But yeah, I mean, at this point in time, this lockdown doesn't feel like a lockdown. And since the first one, like I said, we've been playing at it, and we've gone about it the wrong way. But then again, it's a one-off situation. We haven't had this before for many, many years, so it's probably hard to deal with.
Let's hope we never get it again. Right, well, now listen.
Hopefully.
It has been.
My cushion.
Oh, his cushion's fallen on the floor.
Yeah, my cushion fell off.
Yeah. Listen, it's hemorrhoids. Terrible
I've
thing.
got this.
Oh, don't put it away. Right, listen, Gav, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you on the Multicoloured Talk Show this morning. Just give us a quick plug one more time for your radio station and show, and we'll get on.
Yes, if you love rock music, if it rocks, it's on ARFM, which is www.arfm.co.uk, or ask one of your streaming media players to play ARFM. It's 24/7 rock music, soft rock, all the way through to your hard stuff. And my show personally is on at 9 p.m. UK time on a Thursday night live. Repeats on Sundays, same time, 9 p.m. Wow. Or if you go to Mixcloud and look up for ARFM, you'll find all our shows there, so you can listen at your heart's content wherever and whenever you are.
Okay, Gav, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Ladies and gentlemen, from the UK,
Keep us
talking about all manner of stuff.
Keep us laughing, guys. Keep it going. Good job. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Now, next week, like I said.
My ears are sore underneath that cap.
Yeah, you look like a taxi with the doors open now. Next week, we're going to be talking to our very good friends from XPTV1, hopefully. Now, XPTV, it's quite a large company.
I don't know. I've never heard of it. No, because I live in a bubble. I'm sure it's big. It's you know what I mean. Yeah. I don't watch TV. I'm not a TV.
You are a bubble dweller.
I'm a bubble. My whole life I've lived in a bubble.
Yes, you
That
are.
was Paul Simon wrote that song about me, didn't he?
Yeah.
The boy in the bubble.
Dennis Hobson says,
"Oh, Dennis.
Morning, chaps."
Yeah. He's supposed to went home last week.
Now, Leanne Bellamy says she's a good swimmer. She'd be up for it.
Lovely.
You're going to have to buy lots of tethers, you are. I tell you. Flipper the Dolphin comes to mind, seeing you in your wetsuit. Got a Flipper. Oh no, that was it? I can't
remember that.
Great.
I thought somebody might have mentioned Baywatch or something.
Baywatch, yeah. Because you look like Pamela Anderson.
My friend Dennis Hobson, great boxing promoter, probably one of the top boxing promoter in the UK. Because it's the 60s bar.
He was in last night.
Oh, was it? Is he going home today?
No, I may not. He might have. Oh, no,
he's supposed to be going home. He said goodbye to me last week.
Well, there you go. He's probably gone.
Unless he didn't want to speak to me.
We loved him. So, Dennis, Sarah, and the girls, of course.
And the girls.
Good morning. Good to see you.
The schools are closed in England, aren't they? Are they open?
Do you know? I have not got a clue. I know
they were arguing about it, weren't they? Open, shut, open, shut.
Well, they're open here, but I'll tell you something, shall I? Honestly, I feel so sorry for the kids here at the moment.
Here?
Well, because we're having an unusually cold snap of weather, right? But the kids are going to school, and because of COVID, they've got the windows open, the doors open.
The little Eskimos that drive through to my home. When the school's going at 9 o'clock, you see them all. Yeah. God bless them. That's why Primark's been packed, hasn't it? Everybody up there buying jackets. The little, because it's a primary school, little Eskimos all queuing.
Well, we went out, we bought our son, Jack, some polos and gloves, and he's got beanie hats, but apparently you can't wear a beanie hat.
What's a beanie hat?
It's like one of these bubble hat things. You can't wear them in the classroom.
Oh, the thing I went to bed that time. Remember I came down the show last week, 2 weeks ago?
I'm glad you qualified there.
Why?
because it just sounded bad in the sentence that you
What
started.
did I say?
You said, "Do you remember I wore that in bed the other night?" And I'm like, that's just not
That's
working
rumours.
for me.
Vicious rumours.
Terrible rumours.
Vicious.
Right. Listen, guys, I can't believe where the time's going. We've got 15 minutes left, and we've still got stuff that we want to squeeze in. Just going across the
I
bottom
could squeeze
there.
anything else into here.
Have a look across the bottom, www.xptv1.com. You can find us there, and we'll tell you more about that next week. It's exciting. It's absolutely.
And you've got a new
brilliant.
channel, The Old Guy Rules,
Yeah,
the
Old Guy Rules.
Diary.
Diary 21.
Diary 21. I watched it. It's
Yeah.
quite good, isn't it?
Chicken Shack fan club. That is growing.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
2,800 fans on my fan club. I
Unbelievable.
can't believe it. That's Matt Tyler. He set it up for me. I couldn't believe it. We started off with like half a dozen. Now
Yeah.
2,800. Can't believe it.
You're just so popular.
I'll say.
Now listen, something you wanted to mention. There's
What?
a lot goes on. People think of us just as a little island, but there is a lot, an absolute plethora of things. Now it's Carlos Covington
Yes.
that go on
Because
this island.
tomorrow.
And people don't know about them. But Steve, you want to tell them about
I know
them.
everything.
Look, you're chomping
I
at the
know, because I
bit.
love things like this. As
Go
you
on
know, because with the goats, maybe the goat one, I took
Oh,
the goats down
yeah.
to Oratava.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow, right, because I live up there in Santiago Tiny, tomorrow is the Saints' Day of Antonio Abad. Do you know what that's all about?
No idea.
Right, so if you're not doing anything tomorrow, get in your car and jump on the bus and go to Santiago Tiny. I think this service is at 10:30. I think it's on the main square of where the town hall is. You know where I am? And your lovely big church in Santiago Tiny.
I've never been to your house.
No, it's not my house. It's Santiago
Oh,
Tiny.
no. Oh, yeah, I know where that is.
I don't live in the town hall. The town hall, you've got the town hall and the big church, right? On the square there, the plaza. That's where everybody will be going tomorrow. Social distance, though, very important. And Antonio Abad is the saint to bless people. So you take your animals, you want your animal blessed for good luck, take your animals up, take your wife up, you can get your wife blessed, and cars. A lot of people get their cars blessed. Did you know that? I've had everything blessed. I never went last year, to be honest with you. I never went. I was busy that Sunday. But I'm going tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow and bring everything down. I'm going to bring Antonio down, my cat, who was in a fight last week. I put a picture on in my fan club.
You got home and the cat was scrapping with everyone, weren't you?
He must have battered every single cat in the village. The blood was pouring out. Anyway, I've enrolled them in, starts Monday morning, 9 o'clock, self-defence lessons.
Feline self-defense.
Yeah.
Come feline.
He was absolutely battered.
Yeah, he's all right now.
He's all right now. This is the same cat, though. It chased the neighbour's dog down the road.
So tomorrow is the festival of what?
Antonio Abad.
Antonio
Abad. Yes, Santiago Tiny. You won't get it. A few other little places will do it around Spain, but tomorrow the closest here in Tenerife will be Santiago Tiny tomorrow. And then also, you know what's happening this month?
Well, I've got it written down.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
World famous.
Oh,
right?
yes.
World famous in my village.
How can it be world famous in your village?
Because it is.
Okay.
The Almond Blossom Walk.
Oh, yes.
Thousands of people from all over come to this.
They
And
do,
I
yeah.
don't, and I was surprised when the council announced it, because they go with the government, you know, with the social distance, with the pandemic,
Yeah.
and they're going for it from the 23rd of January to the 23rd of February, I think the dates are. And it's beautiful, normally, right? You know what's happened, don't you, this year?
What?
They're not out. Blossom's not out.
Well, yes, because it's the weather, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's freezing up there.
I mean, normally when you walk the Almond Blossom Trail, all of the trees are out in blossom. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. There's
No.
flowers.
No.
Not happening this
No.
year.
No, they're not out.
But
It's too cold.
They're still doing the walk, though.
Yeah, the walk doesn't start till next week, but
Yeah.
temperatures are now going to start rising. The mountains been averaging at the moment from 4 to 8 degrees. The blossom won't come out in those. Even during the day, it's right down to 10. But hopefully next week, temperatures rising, and then when the temperatures nice and warm, the blossom will come out.
Oh,
Beautiful. And the council have the photograph competition.
yeah, well, yes. And some
I think it's about
fantastic.
€300 the winner gets.
Yeah, I'll tell you, quite a good prize, really. Yeah. So, I mean, you don't have to have a smart camera. You can use your phone.
Anything.
Just get your phone,
Just
take a
being-
picture of a piece
yeah.
of blossom or
And then,
something.
and then they're displayed inside the council in the main lobby and go and visit them when they
And I
announce it.
think, do they not put some of the photos in the Fisherman's Museum as well?
Yeah, afterwards.
Oh,
First in the town hall
Yeah.
and then move them down.
Yeah.
And it is, if you want to go up there, if you've got the car, you're over here, pop up.
Yeah. Go and
It
have
is
a look.
lovely, it's lovely. I was very disappointed this week. Were you disappointed
Oh, yeah, totally.
with the snow?
Nah.
The government says don't go up Mount Tyne, the roads are closed.
Yeah, but that's what happens.
What does
isn't
everybody do? Tom, Dick and Harry in the car and off they go.
it? Right, here we go. We've got
Unbelievable.
a couple of messages for you. You know, you said Baywatch?
Yeah.
Bob Kerr said it's Gaywatch.
Bob, okay. I can't believe he was on concert last night. I can't believe he's up this time in the morning.
Oh,
Great show last night, Bob.
Excellent. Windy Coaster says closed. Dennis, it said it's
Oh.
Eddie and Eddie the Eagle. It's called you Eddie the Eagle.
Yeah.
Brenda Lancaster says in the UK the schools are closed until at least March. And,
In the UK, schools
yeah.
are shut.
Yeah.
All right.
And Dennis is actually at the airport now.
Ah,
waiting
well
to
done,
fly
Dennis.
forward.
Safe flight.
Yes, yes, thank you. Rob Tavern was online. Morning, Rob and Mary. He said it's the Milk Tray Man and Mark Spitz.
Another Milk Tray Man. And who else?
Mark Spitz.
Who's that?
Swimmer.
don't know
Olympics,
him.
7 gold medals.
I shouldn't have known him.
On my word, Josh Greenwood is watching. Good morning, Josh. How cool is that? You don't know Josh. You don't know.
No,
Great,
I don't know.
Absolutely. Great.
There's
guy.
a lot of people I don't know here. New viewers
Yes.
to
brilliant.
season 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's great because now we are starting to broadcast to so many places.
people.
Today saw us join the family of XPTV, which is great, and we're broadcasting there. And you can access them on the net from xptv1.com. And it's television for expats. Absolutely.
And that's
brilliant.
around anywhere in the world.
Yes, anywhere in the world.
So my friends around the world can watch me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's
Thailand, Cambodia, they can just get on. Which is
Oh,
no
my
problem.
friends. I can't do it. It's on my computer. My Thai friend, went to visit some friends in Leeds in England.
Go
He's stuck. They can't get back. He's stuck there, and he's never seen snow before. They sent me a video. He's in the snow. And the poor kid is freezing. He wants to go home.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Also, this week saw us before, don't forget, we were just purely and simply broadcasting on Facebook. But we're on Facebook and
Simply
we're on
their
YouTube.
best.
Yes. Facebook and YouTube simultaneously.
YouTube, yes. Need some what's it called?
Subscribe.
Subscribers.
That's the one.
We
Yeah.
need to, you need to hit the subscribe button, and then we will remind you when we're coming on.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
It's all growing. There's
It's
a
all
lot,
go. It's all
a
go.
lot happening. For the
But Tenerife
multiple
is
talks.
very quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, at the end
But
of the
we
day,
expect it. There's nobody coming in. There's nobody going out.
no.
Well, there are some going out.
But I have to say, in all fairness and
Yeah.
in all honesty, the people that live here, the expats, the locals as we call them,
Yeah.
they're a hardy bunch.
Yeah.
They are fantastic.
You know, I came to the solution. You know, I came to the solution, Eddie.
a solution.
Yeah.
Go on then.
You know, everybody's complaining, no money, it's quiet, etc. And I sat back and I realised it doesn't matter.
No.
We've got our lives, we're healthy.
Yep.
You know, it doesn't matter if you can't pay the rent, don't pay it. If you can't pay it, don't pay it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry yourself to death.
No,
You know?
absolutely
And
not.
I think that's the way we've got to look at life at the moment.
Yep.
People are out there worried, Eddie. Don't worry.
Before we go, do you mind if I just try and make the
Pick up
people...
the debt.
I just want to make the people feel a bit better in the UK. There you go.
Oh, we're off again.
Yeah, we're going...
We're up to see the wizard of Motherfucker.
We're going back to the snow for the last 5 minutes just to make you guys
Yeah.
feel a little bit more like it's
Why do people send me pictures of snow? I was in a bad mood the other night. Somebody sent me pictures. Look at my back garden, Steve. I messaged them back. I don't know if you realise, but I was born in Glasgow, 1965. I know what bloody snow looks like.
oh,
Why would you want to send me pictures of snow?
I don't know. Do you know what really gets up my knobs, right? Is when
Up your knob.
up my knobs,
Oh.
up my nose, whatever. What really gets on my wick is photographs of your dinner. And, you know,
Yeah.
no, I like it. Do you know what I think there should be?
Mm.
There should be a site set up where you can compare different foods, and all the people who want to show you the dinner can go. Now, drinks. I quite like photos of drinks.
No.
Why?
See, I'm a chef.
Like you say that.
And I take pictures of my food. And sometimes I might take pictures of the process of cooking something.
Yeah, but
And I can guide my niece
But that's
who can't cook,
advertising.
won't cook. Because these
That's-
programs are not on anymore. Young
That's
people need to learn how to cook.
marketing. That's marketing, that is.
That's teaching, isn't it?
And do you know what? I quite fancy the idea that I'm the milk trainer. Do you remember the advert?
Of course I do.
Do
All because the
you-
lady loves milk tray. And when that advert started, you know what happened in Glasgow?
What?
Housebreaking went up 24%.
yeah.
Yeah. They're all dressed in black going through the window. And when they got caught by the police, they just says,
I'll tell you what.
I'm the man for milk tray.
I'll tell you what he's doing for me though.
What?
I'm a bit undecided. You tell me
I'll tell you. Bit of advice.
what you think.
I've got my socks on.
You've got socks
I
on.
can't lift my leg up.
No, you're going to fall into the bloody snow. Stop it.
I've got my socks on.
Yeah.
Because we don't have carpets in Tenerife.
No.
And
you
I
don't.
wasn't walking through Eddie's house barefoot,
No.
if you know what I mean.
Well, you've not been to my house for a long time. We're in the studio. Just take no notice. Right, now listen. Here's an interesting question. You can tell me what you think.
Oh, I love questions.
Right.
If I don't know the answer, nobody does.
Should I dye my hair or not?
We thought you already had.
No. Look, I'm turning into a silver fox. Look.
I can. That reminds me of the story of my dad when he was alive. He was in the bath, having a bath. And he was shouting to me, mother, Rita, come up here, Rita. She, oh, I'm ironing, Rita. So she's up, what is it? Look, grey hairs. My mum says, they're not grey hairs, they're cobwebs. So, you want to dye your hair?
No, I don't.
Yeah. Can I give you a bit of advice?
Yeah, go on then.
Make a Donna
Yeah.
sell beautiful dyes. I think they're about €2.50.
Yeah.
But get Holly to do it.
Well,
Because I'm going to tell you why. I can't mention her name, Linda, right? I just did, didn't I? She dyed her hair up by herself. Shh. And she came round and she said to me, Steve, what do you think? And I didn't have the heart to tell her. She had, you know, in the forehead, the dye was all in her head. And that'll be in there for weeks, I think. I've not seen
mind
this.
you, did you see?
You got to wear a cap or something.
Did you see the photographs during the Trump administration?
Oh,
thing?
that guy, yeah. Yes, he was sweating.
Mayor
Yeah, the
Giuliani.
mayor.
His dye was running down here.
Yeah, we don't want that next week with you, though, Eddie.
No, I kind of.
Why don't you get that thing Grecian 2020?
21. 2021 then.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right.
What's a Greek? I know, we've done all that, Mulcarum wise. But no.
What's
I
a
always-
Greek hair?
Yeah, about 3 and 6 an hour. I always said I was going to grow old gracefully, but you know, I can't.
How old are you, Eddie?
Me 27.
Grey hair.
28.
I don't have grey hair.
I bet you've got no hair. You've been dying to take this off.
No, yeah, because it's like wearing a condom.
Really? Oh, yeah, I've got hair. You look more like Tom Daly now than you did with the hat on. Amazing.
But that is.
Hold on a second. Let's have a look, see if you do look more like Tom Daly. Yeah, you do. You look more like Tom Daly now without the hat than you did with the hat.
So I could go out as a Tom Daly lookalike.
Yeah, you could. You could make a fortune, but only if you can dive from 20 metres in the air. Simple as that.
You know, when you hit the water, you're over 35 miles an hour.
Yeah, but
Do you know that?
Yeah.
That is dangerous.
It can kill you. It's like a solid block of
Yeah.
concrete. that
If
is.
you land wrongly,
Yeah.
you break arms, legs, and can you imagine? Oh God!
Thank you. Now look, listen. Right, Tracy says, don't trust Steve Eddie. He'll tell you anything. And I think you would as well. Brenda Lancaster says, I should grow old gracefully. My sister says, don't dye your hair. And Lynn says this, you know, the milk tray man, she said, that's why Holly loves Cadbury's. Thank you so. Thank you so very, very
I
much.
do love a Malteser.
Oh, do you really? Well, guys, we've got about 30 seconds left.
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? It's lovely to be back, season 2.
Yeah, it's been
We
great.
don't know what's going to happen now. We've got a lot of things having up our sleeves. That's why I don't wear sleeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, listen, firstly, many thanks to our friends at XPTV1 for hosting us. Been
Yeah.
absolutely brilliant. Thank you to Gavin for being our guest. It's been absolutely brilliant. We will be back for episode 2, season 2, next Saturday
Next Saturday.
at 11
And I
o'clock.
don't know who I'll be next Saturday.
I have
If
no
anyone's got
idea.
any suggestions, keep them to yourself.
Yeah. Guys, I've been
My
able-
head.
Yes, it's beautiful. Not.
All
I've
right,
been-
everybody, thanks very much. I'll see you tonight in the Chicky Shack, and he'll be down the 60s bar. And don't forget, hopefully, fingers crossed, the government's going to speak very shortly, and we're going to level 2, which means we can open till 11 o'clock and eat and drink inside.
We'll tell you all about
Fingers
that next
crossed.
week. From us to you. Bye. Take care.
You've been watching the Multicoloured Talk Show with Steve Gerald and Eddie Hastings. Don't forget to subscribe, like us, and set your notifications.